Good morning, Eorzeans. We're back with Adelynde's adventures in Endwalker. This is going to be part 4, where we make our merry way to the island of Thavnair. When we last saw our heroes, they were being shut out of further investigations in Sharlayan. So now we must seek elsewhere for the answers that we are looking for. Asinian! So it's back to Thavnair. Had I known earlier, I would have considered more suitable attire. Though I have read much on the subject of Rads at Han, this visit shall be my first. 'Twill be interesting to see how the Hanish mean to contend with the Tower, different as their magical and technological disciplines are. Thancred is eager to set forth for Thavnair. I have Kryle's instructions in hand. If you are ready to set out, then so are we. Having been to Thavnair before, I can travel by eitherite, but what of the rest of you? Another sea voyage would waste time we do not have. Cryo is of the same mind, and has already secured the aid of the good folk of the Confluence. We'll take ourselves there. The Confluence, thou sayest? I'm afraid so, my friend. Thou wilt recall the hunt for Iceheart, unto whose sanctuary we delivered thee owing to the knowledge of our comrade Moonbrita. Moonbrita was an authority on aetherology, a field of study she did embark upon in pursuit of her parents' example. Both are authorities in their own right, and both are researchers at the Confluence. Haven't you gone to see them yet? I attempted to do so earlier, but to my shame, my courage failed me at the last. As it hath the many times I thought to reach out to them, after sending that fateful letter. Neither time nor introspection have revealed unto me the words I should speak, and thus have I kept my silence. Whether you come with us or no is your choice, and yours alone. If it is too difficult, we'll manage. Thou art kind to say so, but I have no intention of forsaking our cause. I shall go to the Confluence, and I shall face that which hath long been overdue. If it's settled, then let us be off. When we arrive, we should look for a researcher named Kita. Okay. It's settled. Let's get going. Bye, guys. See you soon. I see a quest. Hello. The diminutive gleaner is on the lookout for an able-bodied adventurer. Do my eyes deceive me, or are you Adelynde Turnus? Well, as I live and breathe, it is you. Ha! I knew I'd be the first to track you down. Who's the guild ship's top hunter now, eh? Wait, you have heard of guild ship hunts, yes? They're not so different from the hunts you're familiar with in Eorzea, as I understand it. I'd wager they're rather more challenging, but an adventurer of your caliber would never turn down a challenge, would you? No, you would not. Pray speak with Northota as the peristyle to register your interest at your earliest convenience. Okay. Only a slight derailment. Northota. Aye, I'm Northota. Have you come to place a bounty on an unruly beast? No, I was told you need a hunter. By the scholar, you're Adelynde? I was half convinced I'd set the others an impossible task, asking them to find you. The Gleaner's Guildship has begun posting hunting bills, you see, in hopes that capable individuals will take up the arms to lighten our ever-increasing load. Unfortunately, capable individuals remain the sticking point. Few hailing from our fair polis are willing to take up arms, let alone able to stand against the more fearsome specimens. You, however, have the experience and the grit that we need. When I heard that you had arrived on our shores, it was music to my ears. You needn't work for free, of course. We've done our research, and the rewards we offer are as fine as any you'll find abroad. The currency we employ is a relic of times when Gleaner was a great deal less figurative, so you may find it somewhat eccentric, but it's as good as Gil here. Speaking of eccentric, it should be noted that the majority of our clients are scholars. You probably won't have heard of half the creatures they send you after, but I find it's best not to worry about that over much. Slay beasts, collect samples, try not to think about the long-term effects of touching said samples, and get paid. Simple, no? That being said, I wouldn't dream of throwing you in the deep end just yet. Let's have you start off with some junior marks so you can get your feet wet. Sure. Thank you. You're now permitted to take bills for junior marks from guildship hunt boards in Old Charlotte and Redstone. Defeat the monsters described on the bills and you'll be rewarded with tokens that can be exchanged for exclusive items. To exchange tokens for exclusive items, speak to either Jalakshai in Old Charlian or Wilmetta in Radzatan. New quests and associate marks will become available from Northota in Old Charlian upon reaching level 83 and fulfilling certain conditions within the main scenario. Yes, thank you. I got them. Oh, I have some nuts! I can buy a kitty. I've purchased the kitty. Puppy. Gaia. Porum. Wait, where was my Torgal pup? Kita! Well now, this is rather a lot of stern faces. Are my library books overdue again? Not to our knowledge. We're associates of Kryla, the students of Baldesian. We seek passage to Thavnair and understand that you can assist us. Ah, the test subjects! Welcome! Welcome! Test subjects. Test subjects. Oh, you hadn't heard? Well, then, allow me to explain. So, in order to travel to an aetherite, you ordinarily need to be attuned to it beforehand. Otherwise, you can't use it as a beacon to seek out while you're a mess of ether hurtling along the light stream. An inconvenient but incontrovertible limitation of aetherite teleportation. But what if I were to tell you that there's a way to travel to an aetherite without being attuned to it? A way to teleport instantly to places you've never been. For long years, we've labored to make such travel possible, that people might move about more freely. And we've finally done it! We've created a new kind of aetherite that doesn't require attunement. Truly? That changes everything! Well, my language may have been a bit misleading. The user need not attune to these aetherites, but the aetherites themselves must have been pre-attuned to each other, thereby facilitating travel between the 2 points. But it just so happens that of our first test parrot aetherites, one has been installed here in Charlayan, and the other over in Yedlamad, a port town in Thavnair. As you may know, our nation has long maintained strong ties with Radzatan, and indeed, we owe much of this breakthrough to the contributions of their alchemists. So, to sum up, we're to test these aetherites. How fortuitous for you. I should mention that an accident has impaired my ability to channel ether. Will this be a problem? Not at all. As a matter of fact, you might say these aetherites were made for people like your good self. The magics imbued within will whisk you away without any effort on your part. A veritable dream come true. And far be it from me to worry about such things, but do we have permission to make use of your shiny new invention? The only permission required is yours, so assuming you're willing, we're all set. It may come as a surprise, but we actually struggle to find test subjects. Most people seem to have an unreasonable fear of their souls gradually disintegrating as they drift helplessly in the lifestream, in the statistically unlikely event that something goes awry. But it's plain that you aren't most people. Miss Kryle truly knows how to pick 'em. If I might change the subject, are Master Wilfson and Mistress Bluida not present today? Oh, you didn't hear? They've recently resigned their posts. Their expertise was needed elsewhere. A large-scale project helmed by the Forum itself, as I understand, but I'm not privy to the details. I see. Any other questions? No? Then let's get going before you change your minds. Please see to your preparations and head outside to the Aetherite Plaza. I'll be along shortly. Moderately terrifying. Researching teleportation magics is difficult in that it requires an abundance of space, which in turn requires an abundance of funding. Thankfully, we can use this public facility free of charge. And let's get your thoughts on this, Estinian. I shall teleport the tried and trusted way. Good luck! Given my experience with teleportation, I'd be lying if I said I didn't have reservations, but I will trust in Kryle. Though words unsaid, yet weigh heavy on my heart, I shall devote mine all to our task in Thavnair. Off we go!
よし、これで準備万端。送るのは4人全員でいいの？
いや、俺は現地で交換してるから自力で飛べる。
This is smart of him.
検体が減っちゃうのは残念だな。ま、しょうがないか。それじゃ残りの3人だけこっちに並んでくれる？その辺で OK。 起動するからリラックスして待っててね。
Surely this will be fine.
あ、言い忘れてた。これで転移するとちょっとだけエーテル酔いがきついからお大事にね。
She tells us that when it's too late.
ラザハンの都を有するサベネア島。北上海の南東に浮かぶその豊かな島では、異種族同士の戦いと衝突が繰り返されてきた。その度に文化は混ざり合い、独自の発展を遂げている。その柄、彼らの用いる錬金術のようだ。一つの国として安定してからは中立を宣言し、侵略者を寄せつけずにいるが、さて。
We made it.
国際式の島を悪意が塗りつぶし始めている。お前たちはそれをそれを本当
He's
に
like, I'm
どう
no
にかでき
nursemaid.
るのか。
Oh, there's the tower. Curled up in a ball.
"大丈夫ではなさそうだな."
Don't expect much from us.
とりあえず飲み物でも買ってくる。そのまま待っていろ。
なあ、クルルからの指示書に書き添えてあったんだが、エスティニアンは金銭感覚があれだから一人で買い出しはさせるな、だそうだ。
Oh dear. I must get up. I'll take care of this. Oh. You there. I need 3 drinks. Something that helps with either sickness. But by the Minutia! A traveler! Greetings! Greetings and welcome! You are wise, good sir, to come to me. My special Amra Lassi, made with only the finest and freshest ingredients, is famed for calming unruly bellies. By way of a warm welcome to Thavnair, I'm pleased to offer it to you for the low, low price of 19,800 gil, for not 1, not 2, but 3 bottles! A bargain amongst bargains! Price is high road robbery, and if you want to say as much to Estinian, but you realize any words of warning you cry out would be accompanied by your last meal. You must stand before Estinian and using gestures deny that the deal is fair. And I thought you could barely stand. What do you need to tell me that's so urgent? He's robbing you. Wait, I shouldn't buy the lassie. This merchant is swindling me. Ah! Sincerest apologies, sir, but I appear to have had my prices confused. It's actually 1,890 gil for 3 bottles of lassie. That confusion would have been quite costly for both of us. Well, here's your coin. Here, a bottle for each of you. Take them to the others and get some rest. Thanks. I'll be back after I've explored the town. You're not gonna take them over yourself? Thanks. Ugh. Now I can do it the normal way from now on. Why did I get here just when it was raining? Praise be to the 12. My stomach doth loosen its death grip. My heart felt thanks to the Augustinian and to the fine fruits of this land. You were in time? Excellent. You've spared us Tataru's wrath. Sweet, sweet release. If you haven't already, you should have yours too. Right, I'm ready to get on with it. That lassie truly worked wonders. Back on your feet, I see. The hair. Aye, I've bound it. 'Tis the most I could do against this heat, short of shedding my armor. May I ask where you got the cord for it? A local vendor. The man said it's a Thavnairian weave, tough and not easily unraveled. And how much did it cost? 9,400 gil. A steal, I was told. 'Tis nothing fancy, but I've always valued function over form. That's incredible. I dare say not even Alphanode could hold a candle to you. It's not uncommon for merchants to set their prices high, but doesn't it seem excessive here? I am inclined to agree with thine assessment. It doth seem excessive, unusually so. Claiming Thavnair as its dominion, the nation of Radzathan hath long thrived as a hub of commerce. In the beginning, there were the Arcosadara, a Matanga tribe indigenous to this island. Over time, they came to be joined by other races, and through their intermingling, a culture rich and distinct did emerge. From alchemy to textiles, the products of Hannish culture have often come to be celebrated and coveted the world over, a development only aided by the nation's prime location as a waypoint betwixt east and west. All of this hath combined to make a trading power of Radzathan, yet such a status cannot be taken for granted. Nay, it must needs be maintained through judicious governance and stringent regulation. Neither which I see any evidence, given that merchants at a gateway town are free to fleece hapless travelers and tarnish the reputation of the nation at large. Just so, that opportunistic pricing is rampant. Doth suggest that oversight is much weakened, or mayhap that the people have fallen upon hard times. Whatever the truth may be, it would be prudent to ascertain the current state of affairs. Prudent and practical, aye. We have naught to lose by learning more. So, ere we seek out Kral's acquaintance, shall we see what information we can gather here in Yedlamad? Excellent. We didn't exactly get off to a flying start, but we'll make up for it. His stomach behaving once more, Thancred is ready to get to work. Right, let us split up and make inquiries in town. Adelynde, the pier is yours. Once we've learned what we can, we regroup by the Eaterite, off-putting though the mere sight of it may be. course I had to come here when it was raining. The crate is laden with fruits, but they are on the verge of spoiling, as if they've been left too long. Gazing out from the pier, you spy boats moored off nearby isles with the silhouettes of larger seafaring vessels farther away. Compared to other ports you have visited in the past, there appears to be very little activity. What am I doing? Oh, recording my sales. Still do it daily out of habit. I don't know why I bother. Hardly sell anything these days. Business has never been this terrible, but I suppose things could be even worse. I could have a consortium to keep afloat, like Calzal. I don't envy his position. Better to be alone with my little operation, I've come to realize. You're a traveler by the looks of you. If you have a moment, perhaps you could pay Calzal a visit. He'll be glad for tidings from abroad. Like as not, you'll find him at the Salt Winds Sails, the Harbor Guild building across the water from here. Well now, if it isn't a traveler, you're a rare sight in these unsettled times. People have been giving us a wide berth since that accursed tower suddenly appeared under Runair. If it just stood there and loomed ominously, perhaps things would be fine after a fashion, but no. It had to spawn fell fiends as well. We still have our lives thanks to the Radiant Host, but business is as good as dead. What'll become of us, only the gods know. The Dalmaskins aren't coming, but we already have everything they ordered. What are we supposed to do with it? I don't know, but yelling at me isn't going to help. All I know is that their plans have changed. That's that. Look, you must have known this might happen. The Empire is at war with itself, and the provinces are in chaos. And then there's the tower sitting on our doorstep, spitting out monstrosities. The city has its defenses, but we've been afforded no protection out here. We can't blame foreigners for not wanting to take the risk. God, but this will be an enormous loss. All right, forget about the Dalmaskins. Surely some ships are still coming. We have fresh produce, handcrafts, medicines, all the perennial Hannish favorites. Our consortium works closely with merchants and artisans to supply only the finest wares. Quality is guaranteed. I know all these things, Kalsal. I do. Which is why I regret to say I have nothing for you. All voyages have been cancelled or indefinitely postponed. And you are? Wait, you're a foreigner, are you not? A merchant? Please tell me you're a merchant. I see. That's a shame. I'm sorry, but we're discussing important matters. If you need something, please talk to one of the others. Excuse me. My name is Matzia, and I'm here to see Kalsal. Well, I think he's busy right now, Matzia. Oh, it seems he's busy. I'll come back later then. Yes? Can I help you? Ah! I remember seeing you back in the guild. You wanted to speak to Kalsal too, did you? I'm Matzia, a fisherman of Akyali, a nearby village. I sell my catch to Kalsal, who offers it to foreign merchants, but he hasn't bought anything for a while now. When I heard that the consortium had been struggling, I became worried and decided to come and see him. Just as soon as he's free, anyway. He's a hard-working man, and I dare not disturb him. Matzia regards you nervously. If I may ask, what is it that you do? An adventurer, you say, and you travel the world helping people. And that must mean you're great at dealing with strangers. Please, won't you teach me to be like you? You see, I've brought some fresh fish with me, the portion I couldn't preserve, and I want to sell them. The problem is I'm terrible with people. I've ever only dealt with Kalsal, and I can't talk to customers without getting my trunk in a twist. So please, as silly as it might sound, will you not peddle my fish in my stead and show me how it's done? That seems to be exactly the kind of thing I'm here for. If you're willing, please let me know, and we can begin at once. You'll do it then? Show me how to deal with customers. I'm in your debt. Right. Please try peddling my fish to Sawishe. 3 people here in Yedlimod. I will observe you and learn. Great weather to peddle fish in. Yes? Greetings, friend. How fare you of late? Greetings to you, too. I suppose I'm well enough given the circumstance. Things have settled down somewhat, but it was utter chaos when that tower first appeared. Everyone grabbing whatever they could, trampling over each other to get to the city. Many remain here for now, but I could not stay away. Had to come back, continue with my life such as it is. Whether or not it was the right choice, only time will tell. There's no place like home, but don't do anything dangerous, eh? Oh, trust me, I don't. I make sure to keep well clear of the tower, and when more monsters emerge from it, I heed the Radiant Host's instructions. I hope when they deal with it soon, so we can get back to our normal lives, to the days when you could earn as much as you could give, tuck into a meal, satisfied that you did good work. Speaking of meals, why not have some fresh fish today? Fresh fish, you say? Oh, you're a fishmonger! When you bait me like that, how can I not bite? Very well, give me some of your fish. Thank you for your custom. A day of the catches, shallows cod, delectable, stewed in coconut milk, or baked with a sprinkle of salt. That one's pretty easy. The other two are harder, if I remember right. All right, Nashreen, let's give it a go. A hawker, are you? Do you sell fruit by any chance? If so, I want to buy some amra. Let's say a dozen. They don't need to be export quality. No. What do you need so many amra for? Well, for eating, of course. It may seem like a lot, but of late I go through that much in no time at all. I'm a stock taker by trade, but with no vessels coming in these days, these wares are beginning to pile up. By the same token, nothing is coming in from overseas, but not a day goes by that someone doesn't come asking when the next shipment is arriving for this and that and this and that. All of it wears me down, and I find myself feeling constantly hungry. I know how you feel. Thank you. A pity you don't sell fruit, but I enjoyed our little chat. Took my mind off my troubles for a moment. I chose the wrong options. Yeah. I don't know what the right options there. Oh well. We don't get anything for getting everything right, so it's low stakes. The point is we're helping. Up the hill, I think. Hey, at least it stopped raining. This one was a tough one. What is it? If you don't mind, I'm rather busy. Oh god, it's my stomach. Either sickness. No, nothing so unusual. In my hurry to get back to work, I just ate a little too quickly. You should take it easier. Eat more slowly and savor your food. Would that I could, but I can't afford to be idle. Like as not, circumstances will surely get worse before they get better. So I'm working as hard as I can while I still can. Better to be prepared. How do you intend to prepare? By stockpiling supplies. For that I need to earn coins so I can buy food, medicine, what have you. How about some fish for your supplies? They're fresh caught. Oh, come on. How do I get these people to buy these fish? It's too bad we couldn't make a sale, but we did manage to build something of a relationship. Thank you so much for your demonstration. It was truly an eye-opening experience. Come, let us return to the pier. Thank you so much for showing me how to talk to customers. You managed to sell to one of the 3 people you approached. It was difficult, but when you put your mind to it, you succeeded. Though you did fail too, but there are lessons to be learned in both success and failure. By applying yours, I'll endeavor to become a better peddler. Still, there's only so much I can do alone. I hope that things will return to normal for Kalzal soon. I thought I heard a familiar voice, and who should it be but Matsuya? Kalzal, have you finished your business at the guild? So, you were there too. Forgive me. Try as I might, I can't find any buyers. With no ships coming in and hardly any going out, there simply aren't any options. At this rate. So, you can't buy my fish anymore? I'm sorry, Matsuya. I truly am, but for now you must peddle your own goods. But by myself, I can't. I want to help you, I do, but as it stands, I can barely help myself. I've poured my all into the consortium, and I'll be damned if I let it fall apart. I have friends and families depending on me, and I won't fail them. The sister is as my witness. Kalzal. Not to worry. Using what I've learned from you, I'm sure I'll manage, somehow. Well, I had best return to my village. My thanks again, and please take care on the road. I see you've been busy. Managed to learn a tidbit or two, I trust? I see. We also heard that the tower is affecting many locals' livelihoods, but to think that it would be to such an extent. For another notable, if not wholly unexpected discovery, disappearances and kidnappings are disturbingly commonplace. As before, the culprits are most certainly tempered Imperial soldiers. And as before, they mean to use their faith of their hapless thralls to call forth a lunar primal. Business as usual for the Telfroy. Judging by his furrowed brow, something important has occurred to Justinian. That Matsuya fellow you were helping. He's our Kasodara, is he not? Apparently 'tis almost exclusively his people that are being kidnapped. Should he be traveling alone? If summoning is this perpetrator's aim, it doth stand to reason that a Kasodara will be their primary targets. For 'tis their faith of their ancestors which prevaileth in this land, and many are devout adherents still. We'd better go after him. Akyalia lies to the west, as I recall, the same direction as Krau's acquaintance, incidentally. Settled, then. Keep your eyes peeled when we make for the village. And before we do any of that, I see a blue quest. Olgul is looking around in trepidation. Why are there Matanga everywhere? Has this town fallen? Ah, your face. It is known to me. You were the warrior who fought for the Molim and Adam. I am Olgul of the Katayan. It was your bravery and skill which inspired me to embark upon my own hero's journey. Yet now I have foolishly blundered into a den of Matanga. Why do these others walk without fear? Do they not care if they are slaughtered? the Arcasudara are a civilized tribe. I do not doubt your word, but grandmother would always warn me. If you encounter a Matanga, you turn tail and flee, as fast and far as you can. Her tales were awful and bloody, and so now the very sight of them, terror rises unbidden. No, I cannot stay here. I must earn enough coin to buy passage from this nightmare island as soon as possible. I beg of you, stay at my side for a time, just until I meet with this Kankana person the sailors told me about. She is said to have work that pays a fair wage, so I will see what she has for me. There's only 3 quests here. Maybe I should just clear them out while I'm here. And here she is. By the dusk, Mother! No one told me Kankana was a Matanga! Could I ask you to speak with her in my stead? I mean, yeah, but... hi! Welcome to Yedlemad, Traveler. I am Kankana, and it is my job to assign the right work to the right workers. Might I have your name? Her name is Ogle, and she's terrified of Arcasudara. Adelynde and Ogle, was it? Let me jot those down. Oh, grandmother, why? Why did it have to be a Matanga? Is your companion quite all right? Ah, an understandable reaction. The Gajasura tribe have done much to stain the reputation of our people. You are looking for work, though, yes. Many have been forced to take what they can get since the troubles began, so I'm afraid all the simple jobs are gone. As for what's left, I only have tasks fit for seasoned fighters. Does that sound like something you could do? Fighting? I can fight. Lest you doubt, my skill is likened to that of the Dragonbane, the legendary Chakzo herself. I'm not familiar with the name, but you sound formidable indeed. Why don't we start you out on escort duty, then? A group of artisans set off to harvest materials and ask that I send any prospective protectors their way, should I happen to enlist any. Oh, what? They already set off? Is our duty not to escort them? There's to be a ritual dance performed in Kadyaja's footsteps. They need incense and costumes for the dancers and such. The entire thing was decided rather suddenly, so there was no time to waste. And, these artisans you speak of, do they also include Matanga in their number? It was an Arcasudara who submitted the request. I hope that won't be a problem. Oh, not at all. I look forward to fainting at the feet of my most feared enemy. Adelynde, I cannot do this alone. Pray lend me the strength of the victor of the Nadam, and half the reward for this task will be yours. Alright. The artisans didn't plan to venture far. Leave Yedlemad to the west, and you should soon come across your employer. Okay. Then that is where we shall meet. You will find me there, yes? Oh, I still don't have my burb, so let's go get my burb. There is a way to get back there if you haven't attuned, but fortunately, I attuned. Master Artisan? Ah, you must be our belated escort, yes? Glad to have such courageous... is your companion not well? She seems a touch shaky. Of course! I should have thought of it before. I shall harvest the necessary ingredients while the artisan stays here. That way I have no need to fear him, or being harmed. Perfect! Wait. I must say, this is less than ideal. My people are already scattered across the wilds, and I wanted someone to roam around and ensure they were safe from attack. Is your friend, perhaps, frightened by our Casadara? I have met such travelers before. Well, no matter. If you could patrol the area as I asked, I must attend to my own harvesting. Ogle has run off into the wilds alone. Keep an eye out for her as you continue your patrol. Oh my. Oh no! Oh, didn't I just... Oh, I guess you can't dance partner your bird anymore. Nope, there we go. It was because I mounted. Die! You're okay. Gonna be okay. You must think me foolish. I was so absorbed in my task that I failed to notice the ground shaking at their approach. Still, my injuries are light and my satchel is full. Thanks to you, I think I can make it back to town in time to meet with the others. Oops. Did you slay the beast? What's the first thing she said? Hold on. Oh, what happened? Okay. She blacked out. That was a near thing. I took the first one by surprise, but that second, knowing a Matanga stood at my back, my mind froze and my body refused to obey. Grandmother taught that we should let fear wash over us like water, but to my shame I could not have failed her more thoroughly. Not to sound ungrateful, but Adelynde, why did you follow me? Oh, I knew you were going to get in trouble. We were to patrol? Forgive me. I should have waited for orders instead of running off alone and putting lives in peril. Come, we should return to our employer. I want to be sure that the wounded man reached safety. Hey, you're thinking of him as a wounded man and not a Matanga. That's progress. Alright, Master Artisan, what's next? My colleague told me of his rescue, although we had hoped for an escort from the start. Imagine if you hadn't come at all. I've sent him and the others back to our workshop, so consider your duty with us complete. You have my thanks. As for your payment, that you can collect from Kankana. Right, I suppose we report to Kankana then. Don't be overly honest. Just tell her you got the job done. Ah, there you are. Your employer expressed satisfaction with your work, so congratulations on a job well done. As a response to the recent chaos, the upcoming ritual was hastily planned, to say the least. As a consequence, the artisans have been hard-pressed to make everything ready. But when times are hard, the people of Thavnair rely on such traditions to renew their faith and bolster their hearts with the teachings of the divine. The death of an artisan would have thrown the whole thing into disarray, and thus your rescue was timely indeed. Please, accept your payment, half each, as agreed upon. Are you interested in further work? I may have something for you if so. I am. May as well do it now. Kankana looks at you expectantly. Ready to tackle another job, then? This one was registered by a local fisherman asking for help with marauding monsters. Ordinarily, the Radiant Host keeps the worst of the wildlife in check, but these days there just haven't been enough blades to spare. You'll want to speak with the fisherman himself for the details. I couldn't read the scrawl he left for a name, but he's in Casadara and should be found fishing the waters from the western shore. Well, wait! Another Matanga! Adelynde, you could always use more coin, yes? because I could certainly benefit from your wise and experienced company. I mean, a fine pair of hunters we shall make. Come, let us speak with this Urkasadara fisherman. I hope your friend can overcome her fear of us. How unpleasant it must be to endure this constant state of terror. It's very nice of her to think only for Ogle, not herself. Back to the road. I'll talk to you later. Yep, there, that sure is the main scenario that I just drove right past. I think we're about to go help Masya. No. Come to take care of the monsters, have you? About damn time. We're fine when we're out on the water, of course, but even a fisher needs to walk on land every now and again, and the trails grow more perilous by the day. I've managed to sneak through without a scratch so far, but friends of mine haven't been so fortunate. Talk to the others around here, they'll tell you. I might need your help with that, Adelynde. Speaking with Urkasadara is still challenging for me. Yes, I've noticed. Should we do this together, then? Yes, fine, good idea. Well, this guy's just an Ara. You want to hear about monsters? I saw 3 big brutes on my way from Akyali to Yedlamand. Never seen the like around these parts before. You want a story. When I left Akyali the other day, I almost walked right straight into a fiend with a tongue as long as my arm. Barely escaped being gobbled up on the spot. That sounds terrifying. Attacked by the wildlife? Oh yes. While I was hauling a catch back to town, dropped the lot and fled for my life. The roads used to be safe enough, but now? So, do you understand now why we had to send for help? I understand that you have a problem with long-tongued brutes terrorizing your roads. Those creatures are what we call Pisaka. Without the army sending out the regular patrols, it seems the inland monsters have begun expanding their territories. They've forgotten their fear of us, and that's when people start dying. I need you to remind them. Once you've found and slain these overly bold Pisaka, I ask that you bring me one of their carcasses. There's something I've been curious about. Okay. Very well. Let us make of this a contest, shall we? The first to topple a Pisaka is the victor. Okay. Never seen anyone so eager to throw herself headlong into a Pisaka's jaws. Shouldn't you be chasing after her? Oh, I'll take care of it. Don't worry about me. First kill is mine. Grandmother always said that the hunter should be swift, like a divine yolm. Would you mind tracking down the other 2? Once they saw what I did to their friend, they fled to the northwest. I can haul this lump back to the beach while you finish the hunt. You would be alone with an Urkasadara. Paha! My fear of Matanga has begun to ebb somewhat. Now go, before some other poor soul crosses paths with these monsters. think it's 6 fates to unlock rewards, so I would also like to do that. No! Fucking Hamsa coming to the party. So annoying. No! I can't handle 3 of you! My bird sucks! I think he wants me dead. Can't handle more. We can do it one at a time. We can do it one at a time. Please heal me. Yay. That was a bonus. 28 bicolor gemstones. Nummy. Got him. Ah, there you are. Your friend is stronger than she looks. We had to load the carcass onto a boat carried away. What of Pisaka's packmate? Did you find them? Oh yeah, they're dead. Both slain then. That is good. Of course you slew them. Songs of Adelynde's deeds are sung across the steppe. My aching arms would like to know why you wanted the remains, though. Why else? To make use of its parts. The scales can be spun into silver, and the meat will fill our pots. The bones and teeth we can craft into hooks and other tools. We kill nothing for the sake of killing, even murderous monsters. The 2 bodies you left behind will serve as a warning to others of their kind. If it keeps them away, then no more blood need be shed. It seems our tribes share similar customs when it comes to using every part of the kill. As grandmother always said, be not wasteful of the lives you take to sustain your own. You are so very different from your kin, the Gajasura. Oh, so that's why you've been avoiding my gaze. If your only experience with the Matanga has been our brutal cousins, then you'll find the Arkasudara an agreeable lot by comparison. Might even make a few friends, eh? Here's your payment, and well earned, I'd say. Another job finished. We should report to Kankana that she might strike it from her list. Let me know when you are done basking in the success of our hunt and we can return to Yedlamad. Ogle is tapping her foot impatiently. Ready then? I've been counting the contents of my coin purse. I have enough to buy passage on a ship, but as for food and other supplies, well, I would feel more comfortable with the pay from one more job weighing down my belt. You can see me through just one more, yes? At the very least, let us make a report to Kankana and ask what else she has on offer. Come, show me how fleet of foot you are, champion. Well, you're always going to get there faster than me because you're an NPC. Adelynde, safely back from your work on the shore, I see. But where is Ogle? My coin purse! Some slippery son of a Zo snatched it from me, brazen as you please. I lost sight of him in the market along with all my worldly wealth. How am I to pay for lodgings or food? Already my belly cries in protest. Oh, you poor thing! And after all the good work you've done for us, you will stay with me tonight. I insist. You would take me in? I saw that. You looked me right in the eye. Finally warming up to us, our Casadara, are you? I can barely see you through the tears. But yes, maybe now I can stand to be in the same room as a Matanga. Some of them, anyway. I'm glad to hear it. Here, and I'll lend you a few coins as well. We can't have you running around without a gil to your name. Thank you. In fact, why don't we head to my house now, and we can fill that complaining belly of yours. You're more than welcome to join us, Adelynde. Yes, thank you. I think I will then. Plot, avoiding plot. Well, I gotta do this sooner or later anyway. Oh, Adelynde, something terrible has happened. I've been robbed! We saw a boy jumping out of the window as we approached, and when I looked inside, all my belongings had been turned inside out. Ogle set off in pursuit of the thief, but hasn't returned. Do you think you could catch up with her and see if everything's all right? I'll lock up here, and you can meet me back in my offices when you found her. Yes. Dung, I lost him again! I swear it was that same Huron boy who made off with my coin purse. His size, his clothing, it all matches. I was willing to cut my losses and earn more gil, but this insult to my host, it will not stand. Grandmother always said to repay one's favors, but by the Dusk Mother, I mean to do just that. Will you help me find justice for Kankana? Oh, you can count on me. Then we start by asking around for more information. I have a feeling we are not the only ones who have fallen afoul of this thieving urchin. The swifter we act, the better our chances, yes? I say we split up, gather what clues we can, then meet back at Kankana's offices. Okay. eating takes a long time, but it has to take even longer when you need to talk every 5 minutes for a quest. More like every 30 seconds. The recent rash of pickpocketing. Oh yes, I've heard of several stories. They say it's likely the work of the same criminal. There was another robbery. I wonder if it's the same boy I found in my house the other day. He yelled that he was sorry, and when I saw the desperation on his face, I didn't have the heart to chase after him. Oh, there's someone up there. This is second-hand information, mind you, but I hear that the thief you're looking for is barely more than a child. Sad, isn't it? How terrible things have become that a young boy is forced into a life of crime just to survive. Well, champion, what have we discovered? Stuff. So, our tale was a familiar one, and what I heard from the local children was even more disturbing. They tell me a man, a stranger, approached them with the promise of work and easy coin. I have no proof this offer was connected with the recent robberies, but it does seem suspicious. And if this stranger truly is recruiting young ones to steal for him, then he is the one I would punish for those crimes. We just need to find him first. Rad's at hand closing its gates left many struggling to make a living, and the appearance of that ghastly tower sparked a chain of events that still has the Radiant host spread too thin on too many fronts. Under the circumstances, a rise in crime is to be expected. We are fortunate, then, to have the two of you here to act on behalf of our lawkeepers. So please, accept this as payment. We cannot expect you to work on an empty stomach. Ogle is eager to see justice served. A new hunt begins. Come, we must track down the one behind all this. But we're still not sure if this stranger is actually involved in the robberies, let alone where to start looking for him. There is a simple way to find out. We lure our boy thief into stealing from me again. If what we suspect is true, then he will likely take any ill-gotten gains directly to his patron. So I will play the part of an unguarded traveler, flaunting a heavy purse or some such. Adelynde, you keep watch for the little pickpocket, and be ready to follow him when he makes his move. Should he lead you to some shadowy figure, then I want you to herd them both to the west. I will circle around and be lying in wait to spring an ambush. That's really quite clever, Ogle. I'm impressed. Grandmother always said, if you want to catch the big fish, don't spare the bait. The same idea applies to slippery criminals. Right then, let us take our places in the town square and lay the trap for our quarry. I will try to make the lure seem something obvious, so you can see it being stolen from afar. Will do. That is something obvious, all right. That is a child, all right. Trying to case the joint quite so obviously, child. Should I go for it, he's thinking? Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Stealthy. Okay. Oh. Oh, this is the first time they did one of these. We love these. We love these follow quests. We love them. They're great. Innovative. Enjoyable. No one's here. Was in our Casadara all along. Ooh, you're a proper little scoundrel, aren't you? Nice work. I'll fence the rest of the goods and then you'll get your cut. Ah? God damn it, Rakashir, I told you to check for tails. You want your family to learn of our arrangement? Now run! Oh, don't worry. I've cut you off. Or shall I say, we've cut you off. Good job, Ogle. My apologies, Adelynde. I intended to circle around his plan, but when I heard how he yelled at the child, my rage could not be contained. Grandmother always said those who prey on the weak are undeserving of mercy, so I beat him senseless. Fool of a Matanga. When he awakes, he will find himself in the custody of the Radiant Host. Miss? I'm sorry you got hurt because of me, and I'm sorry for taking your belongings. Apology accepted, young one. It is a brave thing to admit when you are wrong. Help me explain the situation to your lockkeepers, and we can steer you back onto the right path. If you say so, miss. I will cart this refuse to the nearest guardhouse. Pray inform Kankana of our success. Will do. Ogle, is everything all right? Adelynde told me what happened. All is well. They began interrogating the man before I left, and he was blubbering about where he stashed the stolen goods. The soldiers planned to recover the cash and return the items to their rightful owners. Praise be to the sisters! There were certain personal articles, things very dear to me that I had thought lost forever. Oh, I should also mention Rakashir, our boy thief. It seems his parents were out of work and begging for scraps. His were crimes of necessity, and after seeing the considerable remorse he showed for his actions, I decided to let him keep the coin he took from me, as well as my share of the reward from the Radiant Host. As grandmother always said, children are the greatest treasure of all. I can hardly let him and his family starve, now can I? How will you pay for passage now? I can earn it back again easily enough, and since I have tamed my fear of the Arcasadara, there is no need to rush. I will take my time and explore all the wonders this island has to offer. Thank you, Adelynde, for staying at my side this long, but I think I continue on alone. Speaking of which, Kankana, have you any new tasks available? Ah, my dear Ogle, I have the perfect job for you. I actually have business with the employer myself, so we can head off together if you like. Ja! And thank you, Ogle. There you go, Adelynde. I hadn't forgotten your half of the reward. May your adventures be many and your hunts successful. They always are. Well, there's 3 quests left in town. I will not do them now, because that took quite a long time. You do not see Matsuya nearby, but the elevated ground up ahead may provide a better vantage point. I went and did that whole quest chain because you need it to unlock the Arcasadara tribe later in the expansion, so... Is he up there? He's up there. So, may as well unlock it now, and the other quest chain later, and then I can do Kosadara right away. I think that's somewhere around halfway through the expansion I should be able to unlock it. I do not see Matsuya from here either. No! Leave me alone! Somebody help! Matsuya, what have you gotten yourself into? Wah! Auto run. It's okay, Matsuya. I've got you. Huh? Where did they go? Why are you here? I see you found him in time. You and your friends came to look for me. I don't know how to thank you. On my way home, I took a moment to stop and rest. Think about what to do about, well, everything. And then those men came. Kidnappers. We'd heard that the Arcasadar were being targeted. Surely you have as well. Perhaps it's best if you took refuge in the city. We'd considered it, me and the others, but fishing is all we know. The ocean, all we have. I see. That's your decision to make, but you should take care not to travel alone. A question, if I may. 'Tis our understanding that strange fiends have emerged from the tower. What canst thou tell us of these beings? Not much, I'm afraid. I have no idea what they are. But I've heard that some bear an unsettling resemblance to our divinities. For that reason, some have taken to calling the tower Zot, House of Divinities in the old tongue, it means. But they're not true divinities. They're monstrous imitations that bring only death. To have one's faith so twisted is a grievous indignity, and full justified art thou in thine outrage. Know that 'tis for no other purpose but to neutralize the tower that we have journeyed to this land. In time we may be forced to contend with these false gods, and thus we would learn all we may about them. Wilt thou not tell us of thy divinities and their true nature? You've come all this way to save us. Really? To think I had you peddling fish. But to answer your question, yes, of course. We would gladly tell you about our gods. We, I say, because I'm a terrible storyteller, and I'd ask my fellow villagers to do it. So please come to our village. We're good, gods-fearing folk, all of us, and we'd be honored to share our knowledge. And fish. What sayest thou? Shall we pay a visit to Akyali? Wonderful. Just follow the road west and down the hill. You can't miss it. So, 'tis the simulacra of Thavnairian gods that are being summoned. If any doubt existed before, there can be none now. The kidnapped Hanish are imprisoned in the tower. I pray that we will be able to save them. Though indeed saving them will mean confronting their false gods, like as not. I, as you said, will do well to study their religious traditions. To Akyali. To the shore again. I wouldn't even call it a village. Not even a hamlet. It's more like a huddle. Yay! An ether current! I guess a hamlet. Welcome to Akyali, my friend. The name means white beach, and there isn't much here save that, but please make yourself at home. Your companions have already begun talking to everyone. Feel free to show yourself around and do the same. Any one of us can tell you about our gods, but you could do worse than to start with Kanga and old Hasvedia. They're free at the moment, as it happens. You wish to know about our gods? What a curious visitor you are. Most want fish. In any case, I'm happy to oblige. Now, I don't know how it is hence you hail, but our isle is home to many gods. They can be divided into two groups. The Manusia, beings of wisdom, who assume the form of men, and the Murga, beings of might, who assume the form of beasts. Together, they are divinities, their forms and personalities many and varied. Some are kind and gentle, others stern and temperamental, just like we mortals can be. All are possessed of great insight and experience, and by heeding their teachings, we strive to be better people and live better lives. Interested in learning about our gods, you say? That's what I like to hear. Prick up your ears then and listen. In ancient times, the Manusia and the Murga, deities who looked like men and beasts, respectively, were locked in conflict. Eventually, seeking the wisdom of the Manusia, the Murga cast aside their own heads and took up those of their foes. Likewise, the Manusia covered at the might of the Murga, and so they too resolved to trade heads. Thus were born new gods possessed of both might and wisdom, and they ushered in an age of harmony between the two factions. From then on, as a sign of their esteem for one another, the Manusia have worn animal faces, and the Murga the limbs of men. That sounds creepy! There you are. Learned a thing or two about our gods, I trust? While you were off talking to the others, I remembered something that may be of interest. If you could let your friends know, I'll go and fetch it from my home at once. Okay. Apologies for the wait. I wish to show you this hanging scroll which depicts 3 of our most revered deities. By all means, we should like to see it. They are Manusia. You heard about them already, yes? 3 sisters. The center one is the eldest, Cinderuva, a goddess of wisdom. For this, alchemists hold her in the highest. To her right is the middle sister, Sandaruva. As a goddess of wealth, she counts many traders among her followers. And on the left is Mindaruva, the youngest sibling. She presides over the crafts and so is beloved by weavers. Although each is worshipped for different reasons, the sisters are usually portrayed together in these works, which people keep in their homes for good fortune. In like fashion to the Minutia, the deities of Eorzea preside over myriad aspects of life. And what of the Murga, if I may ask? The Murga hold power over nature. In ages past, they were revered as guardian deities in times of conflict. If you have occasion to visit our temples and ruins, you'll find their images there. Among them is a god who possesses a Gaja's head, and he is venerated as the progenitor of the Arkasodara. And then there are dragons. They occupy a special place in our history. You worship dragons too? It's said that an ancestor of the satrap, that's the ruler of Radzathan, forged a covenant with the dragon divinity in ancient times. This divinity has since acted as the guardian deity of the satrap. Legend holds that if ever the satrap is in need, his dragon ally will fly to his aid. Dragon ally. You claim to be a terrible storyteller, but nothing could be further from the truth. The passion you bear for your faith is plain to hear. I'm confident that the information you've given us will serve us well in our efforts to deal with the tower. That is very kind of you to say. Thank you. I will pray for your success. Right, I believe it's time we sought out Kryle's acquaintance, an alchemist by the name of Nidhana. According to Kryle's notes, we're to find her at a place called the Great Work, further north along the coast. Mattia has a shine in his eyes that wasn't there before. Did you say you're going to see Nidhana? Oh, how I envy you. She's brilliant and beautiful, kind and understanding. And did I say she's beautiful? I could stare at her dainty ears and adorable trunk all day. And those eyes, when you meet her, take care you don't drown in them. Uh-huh. I think I'm good. I don't want to do this fade again. No, thank you. Nope. Sorry, bud. Things to do, places to be. Everyone is passed out. Hmm.
こいつは一体どういうことだ。
装いは錬金術師に見えるな。外傷はない。毒を受けたわけでもなさそうだ。つまり眠っているだけと。そうなるな。恋か事故かはわからないが。
ああ、お客様ですね。すみません。みんな徹夜続きで限界だったみたいで。僕はバルシャン。
ラザハン大使に仕えるものです。ちょうど彼らを起こしに来たところなのでお任せください。皆さん、新たな鱗を持ってきました。
新しい鱗来たの？
ええ、お待たせしてしまいましたが、追加の鱗をこちらに。
おお、確かにこれで研究の続きができる。
ありがたい。私にも。
今のは竜の鱗か？
ええ、彼らに進めてもらっている研究に必要なんです。
その通り。私たちはいただいた大いなる竜の鱗とラザ反錬金術の英知を持って必ず完成させる。あの忌々しい塔からのエーテル放射を打ち消す護符をね。ってあれ、その様子だともしかしてバルシャンの付き添いじゃないの？君たち一体どちら様？じゃあ君がクルルちゃんの紹介で来てくれた光の加護を持つ人なのね。
おお、なんて日だ。マグシンに感謝を。
いい風向きだ。ついに完成する。そんな気がする。
本当だね。ちょっと寝て頭もすっきりしたし。
竜の鱗はどうやって手に入れた？
意外ですね。それを気になさるとは。ご心配なく。あれは大使が正当な契約を持って竜から譲り受けたものです。
そうか、ならいい。もしかして竜に詳しい人？
この槍を覆ってるの凝固した流血じゃないか？
ねえ、あなた自身も流血を浴びたりしてない？
How do they know?
だとしたら採血させてほしいな。
おい、待て。何を？よし、確保。俺たちの仕事場にご招待だ。やめろ、押すな、引っ張るな。
大事な仲間をごめんね。鱗と君たちが来てくれたものだからみんなちょっと興奮してるかも。けど貴重なサンプルなら悪いようにはしないはず。私たちはその間に奥の部屋で話そっか。改めて私は錬金術師のニッターナ。今回の研究には国中の工房が参加してるんだけど、ここデミールの異列教でのまとめ役をしてるの。しばらくの間よろしくね。それじゃあ みんなでついてきて。
Oh, for the days when I enjoyed such fervent adoration. But on this occasion I am glad to entrust the burden of popularity to a Stygian. 'Tis said that a shellfish is ideal for those who have suffered blood loss. Mayhap we should have acquired some from Matsuya. Pray, pay me no mind. I am here that I may be of service. Nothing more. Allow me to thank you for answering our call. Many towers have appeared around the world, and we are grateful that you would assist us with ours. Though Kryl herself is tied up with another investigation, Adelynde is an eminently capable substitute, and we will spare no effort to aid you. So, if I understand correctly, you seek to make talismans that can nullify etheric emissions. Indeed we do. As you know, the tower emits vast concentrations of ether. One cannot go anywhere near it without being tempered. As such, we can only study the tower from afar and are powerless to deal with it in any consequential way. In order to strike back, the satrap bade us alchemists create enchanted talismans. Talismans that will allow our soldiers to venture into the tower, even should they lack innate protection. Could such a thing be possible? Admittedly, we are still in the midst of testing it, but we are quite confident. Even prior to this, our people have long pursued countermeasures against the etheric corruption of primals. Of the methods tested to date, those utilizing dragon scales proved the most promising. Owing to their etheric density, the scales are highly resistant to disruptive forces. The mightier the dragon, the greater the resistance. We seek to amplify this protective property through our alchemy. Thanks to the scales provided by His Excellency, we have been able to make steady progress with the talisman. Soon, we will be ready to conduct a field test, and here's where you and your blessing of light come in. What exactly is it that you need me to do? Nothing complicated, I assure you. We ask only that you serve as an escort. I will explain in greater detail, but you will be venturing into the tower's field of influence. And so, for your own safety, I would first test how well your blessing shields you. With your permission, of course. In that case, Urianger and I will find other ways to make ourselves useful. Seeing as you all work to the point of collapse, I suspect you could do with more hands. We would be grateful for any assistance you can provide. If you are ready, then let us put your blessing to the proof. If you exit the Great Work and turn south, there will be a hill to the right. I will meet you at the top after seeing to some preparations. Good luck with the test. I shall remain here to assist the other alchemists. I hope you didn't have trouble finding this place or climbing the hill. Not all are accustomed to the physical strain. I give you the fruit of our sweat, tears, and many a sleepless night, the drunken Deepa. A Deepa is a lantern presented to the gods as an offering. Taking inspiration from the tradition, we created this device to test the talisman's efficacy. Upon activation, it will move a certain distance before emitting a powerful blast of ether. In lieu of corruption, those lacking sufficient protection will experience severe ether sickness. For your test, you will be exposed 4 times. That should be enough to ascertain your blessing's protective capability. Please begin whenever you're ready. I shall be observing from a safe distance. Commencing etheric exposure testing. Repeat. Commencing etheric exposure testing. Retreat to a safe distance if you are not the subject. Ready either. Please stand back. Ready either. Please stand back. Ready either. Please stand back. Ready to discharge. You are struck by a powerful blast of ether, but suffer no ill effects. Subject has no irrepressible urge to empty their stomach. Confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow. Readying either. Please stand back. Warning, discharging ether. You are struck by another powerful blast of ether, but suffer no ill effects. Subject stomach and bowel integrity holding. Confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow. I should hope so. Readying either. Please stand back. Readying either. Ready to discharge. Test subjects, please gather near. Warning, discharging either. You are struck by yet another powerful blast of ether, but suffer no ill effects. The blessing of light appears to be keeping you safe from harm. Subject, fortitude, rated, impressive. No irregularities, confirmed. Resuming test, please follow and brace for final discharge. Readying either, please stand back. You are struck by the strongest blast of ether yet, but survive completely unscathed. Etheric exposure testing concluded. Please collect and deliver me to the supervising alchemist. Congratulations on retaining your composure and your humors. Thank you. Ah, you've returned, and not on your knees. A promising sign. But come, let me take the deep off your hands. Thank you. I shall replenish its ether for when we test the talisman. So, no dizziness or nausea or anything of the sort? You're feeling perfectly fine. Then the strength of your blessing is beyond doubt. There is no risk that the tower will corrupt your ether. With this, we can request your aid for the task ahead with easy hearts. Good. Adelynde regards you with those eyes you could drown in. You are a capable warrior too, are you not? Would you be amenable to assisting me with another errand? You see, our talisman requires the use of a special ink, but we have exhausted our stores of a key ingredient for it, spiritweed. The herb grows not far from here, and I would like to go and harvest some. With the recent spate of kidnappings, however, we are Kosadara, travel alone at our peril. Will you not come with me as my escort? I would compensate you for your troubles, of course. I am in your debt. Without further ado, let us head to Kadyaja's footsteps. It is situated on the road which runs east of the Great Work. go, Eternal. Oops, I looped around too far. I may simply be imagining it, but I feel as though we're being followed. Look out, Adelynde! Gods, but that gave me a fright. To think that the moment I ventured outside the safety of the work. Thank the sisters I asked you to come with me. You're all right, I hope. Good, good. Let's continue on then. It isn't far now, just through these pillars and up the rise. I've discovered a new location. And here we are, Katyaja's footsteps. Katyaja was a great dancer, and those who follow in her, well, you know, they come to this place to train and dedicate their dance to their ancestors. A happy benefit of this is that spirit wheat grows here in abundance. I will set about harvesting at once if you would be so good as to stand guard. The kidnappers aren't like to return soon, but better safe than sorry.
そう、あれがラザハンの都よ。残念ながら塔ができてからは限界態勢に入ってるけどね。みんなきっと不安に思いながら閉じこもってる。商いも難しい状態だって聞くし、大主様もさぞ苦労なさってるんじゃないかな。
Can you tell me of the satrap?
どんなそうだね。ラザハンにおいて一番重要な人かな。大昔この島には2羽のマタンガが暮らしていたの。ガジャースラ族と私たちアルカソーダラ族ね。そのうちに大陸からアウラ族が渡ってきてアルカソーダラ族と手を結んだ。そして対立していたガジャースラ族を放逐したの。以降しばらくは平和と繁栄の時代が続いたんだけど、今度は大陸に住んでいたヒューラン族の一団がこの島を乗っ取ろうとやってきたんだ。その時に戦いを仲裁し、一つの国にまとめ上げたのが大主様のご先祖にあたるお方よ。以来 途絶えることなくその一族が大使を務めてるの。基本的には国を民に任せつつ、問題が起きたら解決に手を貸してくれるって感じかな。地味といえば地味なんだけど、大主様がいてくれる安心感がラザハンを発展させてきたんじゃないかって思うんだ。だからこそ信じて依頼してくれた大主様のために、何よりこの島に住むみんなのためにどうにか成果を出さなくちゃ。
土台の方はどうなってる？比率を調節するって言ってただろう。
はてさて、塔の様子を見に来てみれば、エーテル放射を遮断するゴフナンゾを作っていようとは。遠い昔にも同じような試みを提案された気がしますが、おえん？もう古い記憶ですからね。体も変わりましたし、いちいち覚えてられないですよ。
しかし、立場上そんな便利道具を完成させられては困るものの、この程度の知識と技術でどうしようというのか、見物といえば見物なんですよね。私の佐賀と申しますが、何と申しますか、忌々しいこと極まりないですが、こればかりは魂にも性分があるって話かもしれませんね。
I have enough spirit weed to last us a good while. Thank you for keeping watch. Let us head back to the great work, shall we? I think there used to be an either current there, but now there isn't, so... Okay, up the hill. Adelynde, my thanks again for your assistance. With your help, we're that little bit closer to completing our talisman. This isn't much, but please accept it as a token of my gratitude. Little does Madonna know that she is about to send you on another errand. Oh, I think she knows. If you will excuse me, I shall return to my work on the talisman. Ah, you are both back. Excellent. I have a message for you, Mistress Nadana. It would seem the stores of Giant's Gall are running low. What? But when I last looked, there was still plenty. I suspect that was before Urianger told everyone about their tempering cure, and Justinian shared his knowledge of dragons. Your peers have since been inspired to fashion a number of new talisman prototypes. I see. Well, if it leads to new possibilities, then far be it from me to complain, but we will need to replenish our stores. I should be happy to tend to this if you would like. As much as I appreciate the offer, my dear boy, I can't in good conscience send you out there alone, while kidnappers are at large. Adelynde, loath though I am to press another task on you so soon, might I ask you to fetch the Giant's Gall? In case you're not familiar, Giant's Gall is a type of ore found on the island. Owing to its hardness and ethereal conductivity, it has applications in many disciplines, alchemy not least of all. The quarry where it is found, aptly named Giant's Gall Grounds, isn't far away, so it shouldn't take much of your time. May we impose on you once more? You can count on me. Thank you. Upon arriving at the grounds, please seek out a man named Zenuha. He will furnish you with the ore. At the very least, permit me to accompany you. It so happens I have an errand of my own that will take me to the outpost nearby. May we borrow a pair of hamsa, Mistress Nadana? By all means, do try to be patient with them. Those that survived are still in training. I will bring the hamsa to the entrance. Meet me there when you are ready. Hamsas for Mount Swen? They didn't give it to us last expansion. Hey, Varshan. Here are our hamsa, Adelynde. If the creatures look familiar, it is because they are close kin to your Eorzean dodos. Hamsa have been long kept as livestock in Thavnair, and many a hatchery may be found here. Also, alas, the largest of these was recently raised by monsters from the tower. On account of said hatchery being situated near the tower, the Radiant Host repurposed its remnants as an outpost. That is where my errand takes me, and your own destination is but a stone's throw away. If you have no objections, let us first make for the outpost. We set forth at your word. You're ready? Then let us depart. You need only ride and relax. My bird and I will take the lead for yours to follow. Let's go! This is so undignified. I love them. That spectacular formation stretching out over the water is called the catgirl, a word which means sword. This sword, legend holds, was wielded by the Manusia against the Murga before it was cast down at conflict's end. To the left, and requiring no introduction, is the tower. As you can see, it straddles a small isle. New location. This is so undignified. Almost there. Though the main part of the hatchery is atop the cliff, the outpost itself is on the beach. And here we are, manned by the Radiant Host. This outpost is our first line of defense against the tower. I want to smash it. Well, who should it be but young Varshan? On an errand for the satrap? I am. His Excellency bade me come to collect your report. He also wished to express his heartfelt gratitude to the brave men and women of the Radiant Host for their unflagging dedication. We simply do our duty, but we are honored to receive His Excellency's regard. And yet, for his boundless benevolence, his treatment of one so young could be regarded as callous. Though we have enjoyed relative peace and calm these days, this remains the front line of battle, no place for children. Your predecessor too often traveled alone. It's been, 2 years now since you took over? I wonder how the fellow is faring. Like those before him, he went on to represent the satrap in foreign lands. Wherever he may be now, I am certain he is well. As for myself, I assure you that all I do of my own volition, and gladly. I pray you do not think ill of His Excellency. Certainly not, lad. Whatever happens, my faith in the satrap is unwavering, but still, I worry for you. We would be overcome with sadness if something were to befall you, for you are as a little brother to all of us. Take care, do you hear?
I will, Nabdeen. Thank you.
And who might this be? Not Hanish by the look of her.
Permit me to introduce Adelynde Turnus of the Eorzean contingent, come to assist in the making of the talisman.
From Eorzea, you say? Towers have appeared over there too, yes? Tell me, what is the situation like? It's pretty dire.
May I suggest that you exchange information with our soldiers? Both parties would stand to learn something of value, I believe.
An excellent idea. Given the unprecedented nature of the threat, some of ours are understandably anxious. We would be glad for any tidings you can share. You two, bring Varshan the latest report and answer any questions he may have. In Hootie. Ah, I've heard about you. The visitor from Eorzea. Is there anything you can tell us about the Telephori? We know that they're the ones behind the tower and that they've declared war on the whole world. But why are they doing this? What is it that they want? This we don't understand. What? They want to die and take everyone with them? What madness is this? Well, you can bet that we won't let those bastards have their way. We'll fight them with everything we have, like our Eorzean and Far Eastern brothers.
You wish to know about the tower. To be honest, we know little and less about it ourselves. This Tower of Zot, as folk have taken to calling it, suddenly appeared where it did on the Isle of Thavnair. We're safe from its influence at this distance, but go too far into the water and you'll expose yourself to its corrupting ether. You're a foreigner, aren't you? How are they dealing with the tower in your homeland?
Well, not very well.
Our struggles are not unique, then our hopes still lie with the talismans. We must keep the monsters contained until they're ready.
Nabdeen? It occurs to me I have yet to properly introduce our company. We are the Radiant Host, a military order under the satrap's command. Our duty is to preserve the peace in the land, be it patrolling the streets or dealing with heretofore unknown threats, such as now. We train hard and admit only capable warriors to our ranks. Even so, we have struggled to contend with the fiends from the tower. Though we succeeded in striking them down on 2 occasions they came in force, we had to pay a heavy price. What of the towers in Eorzea? Do they likewise spawn monsters? So, it's much the same everywhere. With every nation struggling, we cannot expect calls for outside aid to be answered. Finished speaking with the soldiers, have you? I hope it was as enlightening for you as it was for them. As a neutral nation and trading hub both, Radzidhan ordinarily receives a steady stream of news from abroad. Alas, this stream dried up when trading vessels stopped coming. Amidst the dearth of information, everyone will have been grateful for your account. But come, you had best see to your original errand. As mine will keep me here a while longer, however, I am afraid I cannot guide you the rest of the way. Worry not, the path is straightforward. You need but follow the road east. Upon Mahamsa, you will arrive before you know it. Brief though it was, I enjoyed our time together. Till we meet again.
Hey, little guy.
Let's go up the hill. New location. Did it! Aye, this is indeed the Giant Skull grounds, and I am Zainuha. Is there something you require? Ah, Giant Skull for the alchemists, you say? But of course they shall have it. They labored tirelessly to deal with the tower, and 'tis the least we can do to provide them with the materials they need. Zainuha has a stack of Giant Skull for you. Here you are, a sack of the purest Giant Skull. We always set some aside for our alchemist friends. Where did I put the sack? When you deliver it, let the good folk of the Great Work know that we're grateful for their efforts. If they need more, they need but ask. Where did I put the sack? Don't worry about it, I guess. And back to the Great Work. That's an A rank. I want to live. Rerouting. Lamia's hunters are slacking again. I wonder if it can be soloed at 100. That's the wrong way. Oops. Oh, I fell into the water. Oh no. I'm actually going to do a little dance while I go to the bathroom. I will return shortly. And we're back. Resuming. Ah, welcome back, Adelynde. Dare I hope you have the giant skull. Today's that day. Oh my, such fine specimens. Thank you so much for bringing these. We now have everything we need to make our new next prototype, one that should be capable of passing our most rigorous tests. When it is ready, it will be time for the true test, so please take your ease while you can.
お前の方も一区切りついたみたいだな。
Yes.
ここの錬金術師たちには舌を巻く。絶対に呉服を完成させようっていう気迫はすごいもんだ。俺はそっちの方面には明るくないが、あの様子からすると間もなく形になるんじゃないか。
そうでないととんだくたびれ損だ。
エオルゼアや東方、そしてここサベネアの地でも人々はこうして脅威を退けんと尽力しています。されどその脅威をもたらしているテロフォロイもいかな力を扱うとて同じく人でありましょう。生を望み明日をつながんとする人と死を歌い終わりを求める人がせめぎ合っている。まるでこの戦いをもって問うているかのようです。人という種は生きていけるのかと。お前らしい。事実そういう戦いなんだとしたら勝敗は紙一重になるかもしれないな。周りを巻き込んで傷つけて苦しませて死にたい。ファダニエルの願望は到底認められるものじゃない。だが誰だってそこの底にいるときは似たようなことを思ったことがあるんじゃないか。何もかもが疎ましくなってどんな慰めも胸に届かない夜がある。それをどうにか飲み下して生きちゃいるが、
うまくやり過ごせない時もある。生地知性のある種族ほどな。復讐なんてものも結局はそれと同じことだ。相手が絞られてるってだけで苦しみの沼の底で他人にも破滅を願うわけだからな。
そういうことだ。必ずしも生きるという意志が勝つわけじゃないし、逆もしかり。そのせめぎ合いは大抵過酷で際どいものだ。なるほど。では私は 人がかろうじて生きるに足ることを願いましょう。同意見だ。まあ一人きりじゃないなら勝率も上がるさ。復讐の竜騎士だって。だから今ここにいるんだろ。どうかしたのか。
Oh, just another one of those peeping Asians again.
ファダニエルに似たやつを見た。本物だとしたら厄介だな。党への対策を講じてることに感づいたのかもしれない。
おお、耐え切ったぞ。じゃあこれで。
ああ、完成だ。
ねえ見て、ついに試験に耐えられるだけの護符ができたの。名付けて五根の霊輪。持ち主をエーテル放射による精神汚染から守ってくれるんだ。
素晴らしい。これで皆が党に近づけるようになる。まさしく歴史を変える発明となるでしょう。
ありがとう。でも褒めてもらうのは本番も成功させてからでないとね。君に来てもらったのはこの時のため。私と一緒にゾットの塔の前まで行ってほしいの。霊輪が十分な効果を発揮すれば何も問題はないはず。もしダメで私が精神汚染を受けたらごめんね。捕まえるなり倒すなりしてもらえるかな。
Oh, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
ありがとう。来てくれたのが君でよかったよ。
リッターナ、本当にいいの？
そんな顔しない。自分たちの作ったものをまずは自分で信じないと。曲がりなりにもまとめ役ならなおさらでしょ。だけどもし失敗したらその経験をどうか次に私たちの錬金術にかけて約束よ。
お前たちが出てる間、異列鏡は見張っておく。ファダニエルが来ているとしてどこに仕掛けてくるかはわからないからな。そっちも十分注意しろよ。
それじゃあ行きましょうか。牧場跡にいる兵士さんに船を用意してもらうから、準備ができたら北の海岸に来て。
Okay. Normally I would just go grab that quest and do it real quick, but this stream has already been going for 2.5 hours, so I'm gonna finish up this part of Thavnair nice long weekend coming up, so I anticipate being able to do a few streams over that. Maybe a couple a day, we'll see. Oh, let's go down here, map it a little bit. Yep, there we go. It's on the beach. Okay, that is something I can hunt. I didn't even know the B rank could appear over here. That's good to know. Okay, Nadana, let's go to the island. This is a rather finer boat than I'd expected, but I won't complain. All that remains is to board and be on our way. Oh, and if I should become corrupted, do not stay your hand. Of course, I pray it does not come to that, but you must protect yourself. Other alchemists can fulfill my role, but you and your blessing are one of a kind, perhaps our only hope for toppling this tower. For all our sakes, do not hesitate to do what must be done, whatever that may be. Well, the longer I draw this out, the more nervous I become. Let's be off.
そろそろエーテル放射の圏内に入るはず。お願い。よかった。ちゃんと防げてる。あなたも平気？このまま塔の前まで進んでも大丈夫そう？霊輪にも私自身にも今のところ異常はない。このまま入り口まで進めたら成功よ。あと少し。そして成功だよ。五根の霊輪にはみんなを守るだけの力がある。これを量産すれば本格的に塔を調査することだって。早く戻って伝えなくっちゃ。何？離してこの
はいはい、暴れない。足とかぶつけると痛いですよ。
いや、止まって。私はまだ。
残念。一足遅かったですね。ああ、なるほど。あれと同じか。うわ、睨まれている。仕事とはいえ不況を買ってしまいましたかね。私の昔のお客様なんてこういうのを見せるとキャッキャッと猿みたいに喜びましたよ。あれはあれで不愉快でしたが。私はアシエン・ファダニエル。以前も申し上げた通り、天聖組のアシエンです。かつて終末の最悪が起きた時にファダニエルの座についていた男、その魂を継いでいます。理論上はね。けどそんなの知ったことじゃない。私は私として生まれて時を過ごしていました。紆余曲折あってアシエンに加わることになり、昔のファダニエルの知識ももらったのですが、それが自分自身だとは感じられませんでした。だからそうですね。さらに素性を明かすとしたら、アシエンになる前の我が名をお伝えすべきかと。あれもの捨てた過去ではありますがね。聞いた話によると、あなたアラグの遺跡調査でも活躍なさっていたのでしょう。ならご存知かもしれません。私の古い名はアモンと申します。
かつて繁栄を極めた国があった。そこでは誰しも不自由なく、どんな時代よりも当たり前に明日が来た。そう、満たされていた。だからこそ病んだのだ。
やはり君は天才だよ、アモン。あんな面白い実験どうしたら思いつくんだ？やつめ、目が覚めたら牛の頭にされていて大慌て。わめいても出てくるのは汚い鳴き声ばかりときた。あれは本当に友人たちと一緒に大笑いさせてもらったよ。
私が心血を注いだ研究は価値もわからない奴に娯楽として浪費されている。いや、研究だけではないか。人々はいつも刺激を欲しているのだ。些細なことさえ追い回さずにはいられないほどに。この国は病んでいる。私はそれを変えるのだ。あの方、伝説の始皇帝を蘇らせることで。私の目論見は果たされ、国は再び前へ、外へと動き出した。決して冷めることのない 熱狂の中にいるようだった。けれど映画を牽引する陛下だけがついぞ満たされることはなく。
アモンよ、覚えておくがいい。果てまで歯を唱え、どれほどのものを得ようとも死は全てを無に返す。無なのだ、何もかも。
お前も察しているだろうが、この戦いおそらく皇帝が負ける。だからお前を召し上げに来た。正直やり方がどうかと思うことはあるが、その知識と技術は私たちですら一目置くほどだからな。お前がつくべきファダニエルの座もちょうど空いている。みすみすこの国と心中させるくらいなら同志として迎え入れよう。クリスタルタワーの方にはお前のクローンでも送っておけ。そして確かめるがいいだろう、この先に何が待つのかを。
映画の末路が物語る。ああ、あの哀れな陛下は正しかったのだ。何を得て何を築けどやがては終わる。生きるのはただ無に至る童貞でしかないのだが。
わざわざ隙を作ってくださってどうも。私はこのまま引き上げるといたしましょう。大丈夫、その獣人は万神を生み出すための貴重な資源ですから簡単に殺したりはしません。ただ無理に引っ張ると死んじゃいますので足からず。せいぜいお仲間たちと頭をひねってくださいね。ではではいずれにこんな端末の塔で大元の方でお待ちしてます。伝言と一緒に。
Ah, you are returned, but where is Mistress Nadana? Men, Lucia preserve. Just when we had succeeded in making the talisman. I must report this at once. Meanwhile, please return to the great work. to haste. Though I won't be teleporting. Ooh, shooting star. Something's gone awry, hasn't it? What happened? So, it was Vandaniel after all. Damn that bastard! I'm sure you wanted to do more, but you were right to return here first. We must tread warily, lest we endanger Nidhana and the other captives. Ingrid is wearing a grim expression. First, we must inform everyone of the situation, Nidhana's colleagues included. I'll call them together for a gathering, but I think it would be best if you were the one to explain. Oh, Nidhana! Can you answer me this? Though Nidhana is trapped in the tower, she's still alive, yes? Then we must make warding scales. As many as we can. The prototype works perfectly. This Nidhana proved at peril to herself. So let us make more scales, that she and all those who were taken might be saved. Aye, as alchemists, this is how we will help win the fight. My friends, the satrap has been made aware of the tragedy. He offers his heartfelt condolences and reiterates his pledge to provide you with all that you require. To that end, he bade me give you this link pearl, that he might personally discuss the production of the warding scales with you. And for our Eorzean visitors, I bear an invitation. In her report, Mistress Nidhana noted your vital contributions to the talisman's creation. This fact came to the satrap's attention, and in recognition of your deeds, he wishes to meet you. In addition to thanking you in person, he would also discuss further avenues of collaboration. And so, if it is agreeable, will you not accompany me to Radzat-Han for an audience with His Excellency? Sure. We should be honored, of course. Closer cooperation between our lands can only be to the benefit of all. Then it is settled. Please come to the gates east of the Giant Skull grounds, and I will show you the city. Oh, hey. Now we're gonna ride all the way up there. All of the Aetherites I can get at this point. Yeah, again, it's 2 out of 5, so I will do the quests later. I'm going the wrong way. To the elephant gates. Why are the elephant gates so far? Oh god, the A rank. I think this is the road into the city. Yep. Hey, the hunt train finally entered the zone. They had been killing the hunt ranks right as I leave the area. Great timing. Of the satrap, I only know the common tidbits, that though the position is hereditary, he is not considered a sovereign, and that despite possessing considerable authority, he wields it sparingly. Given the esteem in which the locals hold him, however, it's safe to assume he's good at his job. We could do far worse for an ally. Be it here or in Eorzea, all share in the desire to deliver the captives. Thus, united, I pray that we may join in common cause with the satrap. When last I visited, the city was brimming with life. I expect the tower has dampened the mood somewhat. You're not kidding. All present? Then let us proceed. Owing to the threat of the tower, the city is currently in a state of high alert, and strict restrictions are in place for entry. Though you have been granted special permission, I ask that you remain close to me at all times.
サベネア島に鎮座する巨大な岩。ナザハンの都は奇妙にもそこにへばりついている。入り口に掲げられた神願の国章は、彼らの神話を彩る神々の眼。あらゆる真理を見抜くものとされている。
The all-seeing eye.
その視線を浴びながら門をくぐれば、島の暑さにも劣らぬ熱気を感じたものだ。
Oh, they've improved the medals in these cutscenes.
商人たちが客を引く声、踊り子の舞踏とともに響く音楽、こうと釜から昇る煙が空気までも染め上げる。溢れる色に目を回した旅人を継ぎはぎの道が誘い込んで返さない。
And elephants, elephants everywhere.
そんな風景も今は沈み、神願は果たしていかなる真理を見ていることか。
Oh, right, I don't think they're even gonna let me attune to the Aetherites. I got a quick little glimpse, and then I'm whisked out the doors again.
あれがダザハン大使の住まうメーガドゥータ宮です。ただお連れするだけになってしまって申し訳ありません。こんな時でなければ喜んで案内をしたのですが。
こればかりは仕方ないさ。ラザハン観光はいつかの楽しみにとっておくとしよう。
I want the tour!
ありがとうございます。では このまま館の中へ。
I also want it to be daylight, but we don't always get what we want.
大使様、九段の方々をお連れしました。
おお、よく来てくださった。私はアヒワーン、ラザハンの大使を務める者です。異列教の錬金術師たちから五根の霊輪を作るにあたって、あなた方の多大なる協力を受けたと聞いています。それについて直接お礼をと思い、ご足労いただいた次第です。本当に大変お世話になりました。
Not everything went to plan.
ニッダーナのことですね。それについても今しがた報告を受けています。錬金術師たちからは彼女の意志に報いるため、何より彼女と同胞たちを救い出すために霊輪を役立ててほしいと頼まれています。そのことであなた方にもご意見を伺いたい。立ち話ではなんなので、どうぞこちらへお座りください。
待て、そいつはおとりだろう。そろそろ姿を現したらどうだ。
何をおっしゃいますやら。あいにくその帳を上げるような催しは用意しておりません。ご希望とあらばまたの機会にでも。
いや、構わない。試すような真似をしてすまなかった。帳を上げてくれ。
We clocked you ever since we laid eyes on Varshan.
バルデシオン委員会の協力者を名乗ったようだが、君たちが暁の決命だろう。その噂は私の国にも届いているぞ。私はブリトラ。古よりこの島に住む者だ。
ブリトラ、フレースベルグやニーズヘッグと同じ七大天竜の。
ああ、ミドガルズオルムの子が一翼だ。帰るのが最も遅かった私にとって彼らは兄に当たる。
こいつは驚きだ。ラザハン大使は竜を味方につけているという話だったが、まさかこんな大物だったとはな。それはあくまで市政の噂。よければ私からこの国の真の歴史をお話しさせてください。遠い昔、ラザハンが立つこの大岩にはブリトラ様が一人でお住まいでした。島にマタンガ族の祖先がやってきて住み着きましたが、彼らは偉大なる竜のねぐらを決して犯さなかった。次にやってきたアウラ族も盟友であるアルカソーダラ派のマタンガ族に倣い竜を敬いました。私たちの先祖はそうしてブリトラ様との緩やかな関係を築いていったのです。 変化が訪れたのは大陸からヒューラン族が攻め入ってきた時のこと。多くの血が流れんとした時、ブリトラ様が自ら進み出て戦いを平定なさったのです。和平のための取り決めがなされ、ブリトラ様のもとに誓われた。それが竜の滑る国ラザハンの原型です。
じゃあなんだ、今でもこの国の本当の大使はブリトラだっていうのか。
A go-between.
しかり、私の一族は代々ブリトラ様に仕え、表向きの大使を務めてまいりました。
竜の力は大きい。そして強大な力のあるところには争いが絶えないものだ。私は皆を焼く炎になりたくなかった。だから国の礎を築いた者たちに真実を覆い隠すよう頼んだのだ。
お前、片目はどうした？
ここだ。今はこちらの身に埋め込んでいる。このシンクはラザハン工芸の粋を集めた人形なのだ。そこに目をはめることで私の分身として使っている。
It even looks a little bit like him.
なるほどな。道理で最初に会った時から竜の気配がしたわけだ。
それをごまかす術式が組み込まれているから普通は気づくものじゃない。やはり一時とはいえ兄さんと身を共にしていたからかな。トリューのエスティニアン。
Yes, it did.
私たちはどちらも最初から真実に気づいていた。けれど互いに牙を抜かなかった。今はそれが全てだ。
さて、こちらの事情を明かしたところで君たちに取引を提案したい。竜としてではなくラザハン大使としてだ。私たちは完成したレーリングを用いて早急にゾットの塔を調査、可能ならば制圧したい。だがレーリングの効果が万全だとしても戦闘である以上は突入できる兵の数に限りがある。
数を絞り手だれを送り込みたいということでしょうか。
ああ、まさにその通りだ。我が国の誇る聖戦士団のつわもの揃いだが、今は少しでも可能性が高い道を選びたい。君たちが数々の蛮神と渡り合ってきたことを知っている。先日もパガル山やカルテノー平原で偽りの神を退けたそうだな。その力、そしてバルシャンとして見た君たちを信じ、ゾットの塔調査の先陣を切ってもらいたいのだ。無論君の仲間たちの分のレーリングは用意し、加えてもしも引き受けてくれるのであればより多くのレーリングを提供するつもりだ。使い方も君たちに任せよ
う。危険はあるが悪い話じゃないな。各国にレーリングを渡すことができればラザハンだけじゃなく 世界中の脅威を払うための足がかりになるだろう。だがさすがに俺たち4人だけじゃ厳しいものがある。一旦戻って他の仲間と相談してきてもいいか？
もちろん構わない。安い依頼ではないのだ。こちらも待てるだけ待とう。霊輪を量産する時間も必要だからな。
そういうことなら一旦オールドシャーレアンに戻って。
Very quick. He's already out.
頼めないか。
お前は竜の言葉じゃなく人の言葉で語っただろう。ラザハン大使からのうまい依頼を俺が拒む理由はない。
恩に切る。
He's just ready to get on with it. Alright, speak with Thancred. That meeting took rather an unexpected turn, but we now have a clear objective ahead of us. Let us rejoin our comrades in Charlian and muster a suitable crew for our foray into the Tower of Zot. Oh, and if you haven't already done so, be sure to attune to the Aetherite here before departing, unless, of course, you enjoy violent nausea. It's already done. Speak with Thancred in the main hall. Oh, that's a painful teleport. Just as I was getting used to balmy Thavnair, we're back in chilly Charlian. Take care not to catch your death, eh? We need you for all the battles to come. Now then, everyone appears to be here, so let us take stock of all the developments and discoveries. Alright, Kryla is ready for me with the next quest, which means it is time to rest up and get ready for the battles ahead. I'm ready for a nap. And with that, we bid you farewell. Until next time.